All right, so we got Detective Comics 994. We're getting really close to 1,000, which is nuts to think about. I don't think we're going to see it until, so if they do 2 a month, right, so 1 more in December, 2 in January, February, so it's going to be a little bit. But we're getting close, which is pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get a book like we got with Superman Action Comics 1000, which was really cool. I really enjoyed that book, and it sounds like it's going to be that deal. They've got a lot of writers and artists coming on to do that book. I really liked Action Comics 1000. I actually bought 3 issues of it, 3 different covers, because some of them are so cool. And it's such an iconic book, like 1,000 issues of a book. Yeah, I ended up buying 3 covers. I got the World War II one, and the 1960s one, and man, I can't remember the third one I got. I think I got the 80s one. And there were some really cool ones too. There's like one of Christopher Reeve and stuff. But anyway, like some other news that's going on is that, so I guess SubscribeStar, I was going to sign up for SubscribeStar because a lot of people are getting mad about Patreon. And I guess, you know, even me, like a lot of people have lost a couple of Patreon members because of, you know, everything going on. So I was like, okay, well, I'll start a SubscribeStar. And then PayPal pulled out. Man, what is going on? And no one in Capitol Hill is doing a damn thing about this. It's like competition's getting shut down left and right. This is nuts. I can't believe like this is a serious thing going on in society right now, and no one's doing a damn thing about it. Just because we're shutting down monopsies. Man, I just the future is not bright, my friends. But anyway, I've really been looking forward to Detective Comics Tomasi run. Finally here. We had the good Brian Hill run for a minute, which was fun. And then we had that, was it Robinson wrote it? Oh, it was so boring, that Two-Face run. Ah, that was a boring run. I didn't care for it. I thought it was boring. It took forever. It's like it could have been summed up in 3 issues, and it was just, ugh. This I was looking forward to. So this is finally Tomasi's run. I'm hearing he's going to do like 100 issues, which is awesome. All about it. Tomasi wrote the excellent Superman book when we had it. He also wrote Super Sons when it was good. And when it was announced that he was taking over Detective Comics, I was very happy because Tom King's run is up and down, and Tomasi's very good. And one thing that's really nice is we get a detective story. Finally, Detective Comics is a detective story once again. The art, too, they bring in some good art. I think they're going to keep the quality up for this whole run. Check that splash page out, man. That looks good. That looks good. That, a little bit wishy-washy there, but the rest of the city looks good. That is just amazing. Nice to have some high quality. Detective Comics has really gotten the long stiff for the longest time in favor of the Batman book, and it's nice to see that Detective Comics is getting some respect. In my opinion, Action Comics and Detective Comics should be the high profile books for the 2 characters, because there was the books they started in. But anyway, like this is totally a mystery. We find out right away, like someone's taken Bruce and Martha Wayne's body. Well, it's not their bodies, but they took 2 people, killed them, and went through like troublesome detail to make sure that they look like them. So he pretty much did plastic surgery, all kinds of stuff to make these characters. Oh, the sicker zag. And we just keep pointing out Leg Day, Wonder Woman. But he did, whoever did it, like did painstaking detail to make sure that these are spitting images of the Waynes. We get some really cool dialogue where he's like talking about, this was my favorite. So Jim's been like talking about his first case with the Waynes, and you see Batman talking. He's like, whoever killed these innocent people made sure they had the same foundational bone structure and ethnicity as my Martha and Thomas Wayne. So he almost slips up and says that that's his mom. which I thought was pretty cool. And you get like 5 pages of him just like doing detective work, kind of figuring out like what's going on here. And that's just something that you don't see. Like you see him like, look at him like going through the dude's mouth and talking about post-mortem, and the bodies are going to give him, you know, clues to what's going on here. And this is just something you don't see in a Batman book anymore. So this was very nice to actually see him being a detective in detail. And I really appreciate that as a fan of a good, at its core, a good Batman story should be a detective story. It should be a mystery, something like that, like a crime book. And I think that gets lost on a lot of today's writers. That's really the fundamental core of the character. That's what makes a good Batman story, I'm sorry, is something like that. And it was nice to see that. If this is what he's going to bring to the table for this book, I'm very excited for what he's going to do, I gotta say. So, hold on. I like to pause, because I don't want to flip through the whole book because you get copyright. But the rest of the book is this monster thing going after Leslie Thompson. So whoever is attacking Batman knows he's Bruce Wayne. I mean, and that's something that's been done before, but we'll see what's going on here. My prediction is this is going to turn out to be Hush, working with somebody. But this big monster thing's going after Leslie Thompson. Batman shows up and fights it. And we don't really get any resolve what's happening except until the end. Which, so if you want my review, I'll give this book a 4 out of 5. It was very good. This is an excellent setup to the actual book. We get some stakes, and then like at the end, the spoiler is Leslie Thompson got gassed, and we see they're using Joker's gas. But it would be too predictable for this to be the Joker. I think it's somebody just using his weapons, because we got too much Joker stuff going on. So I think it's just going to be somebody using his weapon, and we're going to get a nice twist. But this is nice. This is a nice change of pace, and it's definitely a strong recommend to check this out, because I love a good detective story starring Batman, and I think we're going to get one finally. It's been a long time, but I think we've got one. So anyway, that's it. Tell me what you think about this review. What did you think about the story if you read it? What do you think about the upcoming action or Detective Comics 1000? Are you excited? I'm really pumped for it. There's a couple of really cool covers I can see them doing, particularly like the first year of the Batman book, Detective Comics. I think you get a really cool cover out of that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, throw a like up, leave that comment, check out my Stream Me, check out my Patreon, and I'll see you guys on the next one.